the court. I'm its Jester. Oh, forgot my little clown nose. I wanted to wear that today. Let's go, Makoto. Oh, we have to make sure Kyoko still alive. To the cafeteria. Oh, Taka. I miss you.
What?
Oh shit, Kyoko's not here. That's bad. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? I always have my Taka plush on my desk. He lives there, guarding my PC. My little soldier. Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today. Oh god, Makoto's gonna catch a cold, isn't he?
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? I have been showing up here way more than you have, Toko. All of a sudden, you decide to start coming to breakfast, and then I'm 1 minute late, and you want to chop my dick off over it?
Huh?
Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought since, I mean, the day has passed, maybe it'd reset.
Huh?
Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. This is so concerning. I don't know if this is meant to be played for comedy, but I'm just really uncomfortable. I'll hang a sign on my neck that says, "Bad girl, I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush." Toko, just the tiniest bit of dignity. A mere morsel of self-respect. That's all I want from you. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. Oh, that's a fucking lie. Choco, I have seen the filth that comes out of your mouth. That is a lie. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. You literally just immediately broke the promise! Oh, I promise I'm not gonna say any more disgusting things. Immediately says this. Toko. Toko. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. I want to call the police. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kykoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Well, we are in a school where there is a rule: if you're not sleeping in a dorm and you are caught sleeping anywhere else, you will be punished. We have seen from Junko that punishment is death. And Byakuya took the key to Kyoko's room. So, if I were one of you guys, I would probably think Kyoko's fucking dead.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything. My father was late to his wedding. The priest was late too. Anyway, they're divorced now. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore. Maybe she's dead. I can't tell the others why Kykoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so... Dude, what would she... I don't know what you're worried she would be doing in her room anyway, Byakuya. I mean, it's not like anyone has anything particularly special in their rooms. Everyone just goes there to sleep. I think the real reason you took Kyoko key to her room is because you didn't want Makoto inviting him to her room before you could invite him to yours. I am going to continue headcanon Byakuya as a jealous bitch. Tsundere ass.
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right? Everyone's way too chill about how fucked up this is.
What's this?
Ah! Are you looking for Miss Kirigiri?
What?
What do you want now?
Hey! Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is?
Ooh.
Well, it's hard to say.
Huh?
Huh? You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here. To try and prod us for information.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite motive is and they name some indie bullcrap? Oh, movie, not motive. I misread that. My favorite motive was the secret motive. I thought that was a good one. That really fucked everyone up. I think the worst motive was the money one, because that was just... Compared to the other motives we'd gotten before that, money just seemed like such a boring thing to get them to kill each other over.
This is very suspicious.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash, the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness. It looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey.
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that?
Hey! Hey!
So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea.
What the heck?
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious. I see. Well, fine. Whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. Sayonara, you weeaboo shits. Or was it sayonara, you fucking weebs? I don't remember the meme. I can't remember the meme right now. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how could he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange. Kykoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kykoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Phew. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Oh god. Who do we hang out with? I know I started Toko's link, but I really don't want to talk to her after what an absolute freak she's been. Okay, Toko or Byakuya. I have to pick one of them because I need to get one the hell away from the other. Byakuya, let's hang out, I guess. What, did you need something? Should I talk to Byakuya for a while? Sure, why the fuck not?
That's fine.
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. I don't. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. Sure, I'll give him a present. Why not? You want a brooch?
I see.
Now this is a rare moment. Coming from a noble family, I've never been exposed to such vulgarity. What the fuck, Byakuya? What the fuck? Interesting. I think I'll keep it. You are an enigma. Seeing Byakuya so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy. He called it vulgar! Tsundere motherfucker. I have a question for you. Huh? You do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore, so answer my question. I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So in other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Boring? Generic? Byakuya, stop saying those very hurtful and very true things about Makoto! Did you really have to list all that off?
Naturally.
But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all, Byakuya's literally just here because he's rich. He's not fucking special. You wanna know what losers like Byakuya do? They buy social media websites and then get bullied on them. They invent cars that are dangerous and get people killed and then still insist it's a good car. They decide they're gonna take a submarine down to see the Titanic and then have a fucking game controller be the remote to pilot it. Being rich does not mean you are smart. Rich people make stupid decisions all the fucking time. Remember the submarine. Never forget the submarine. But even... You seem to think it was merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate. You're such a bitch. Ultimate bitch. That's what we should call you, Byakuya.
In other words...
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. I once again am 100% convinced this is Byakuya's weird way of trying to fuck Makoto. This is his attempt at seduction, and the man has absolutely no riz. He's really taking this to the extreme. You, who have nothing, and I, who have everything. We are living proof that not all men are created equal. Look, Byakuya, you may think Makoto's just some boring commoner, but he's a boring commoner you're still trying to bone. And failing to, might I add. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. I'm gonna go hang out with Hina next. Fuck this shit. And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Yeah, pass. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Once again! Terrible attempt at seduction. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went to my room. I feel even worse than I did this morning. Yeah, Makoto, I'm sorry I made you talk to Byakuya. Hello, Junko! My body feels like lead and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Let's go hang out with Hina. Where's the laundry room? I know Hina's in the laundry room. Hina! Hina, you're the only one who's still kind of nice to me. Everyone else is mean. Toko's being a perverted little freak. Byakuya's being a perverted little freak in a different way. Oh, there's the laundry. Hero's trying to sell my organs. Oh look, Junko's on a magazine. Hina, please be nice to me. A person's ability is measured by the power they display at a point where pressure is applied.
Yeah.
That's a quote from the famous baseball player Kenji Jojima.
Yeah, totally.
What he means is that you only really see how strong a person is when they're under pressure. I wonder how strong I can really be.
You got it.
Okay, let's go to the pool. Swim time.
But...
Oh, but don't stare, okay? I don't actually have a swimsuit, just a shirt. And when it gets wet, it's kind of embarrassing.
Huh?
Although I wasn't embarrassed before, but now I kind of am. I wonder how come. Everywhere we go, it's acts of perversion. Everywhere we go. I went swimming with Hina, who seemed kind of embarrassed. He and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Hina a present? What do we have that Hina might like? Wait, what's this? A competition swimsuit for women. Its design concept is to become one. Oh yeah, we'll give Hina. What? I can keep this, right? Hina was just complaining about not having a bathing suit, and I just gave her one. Yay! Ultra stoked! Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Oh man, oh man. What's up?
Okay.
I'm getting totally fired up! What? How come? How come doesn't matter. Now I'm revved up. I need to get it out. Let's race! I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't stand a chance anyway.
That's right.
Really? Well, I don't mind a solo run. Well, hold on. You always seem so excited, Hina.
What's your deal?
Huh? Hey, are you making fun of me? No, I'm just impressed. Really? I used to know this one guy, and he was always like, Hina, you're like a super spaz. Super spaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he'd see me wearing shorts in winter, and he'd say stuff like that. But if you lose to the cold like that, it just means you weren't dedicated enough. Wow, you did stuff like that and didn't get sick?
You got it all wrong.
Getting sick is for the weak. If you're really dedicated, winter means even lighter clothes. It's all part of your training. Training, huh? So, like, are you the type who gets sick easy? Makoto is sick right now. Actually, yeah. See? You're soft. You need more training.
Okay.
Okay, I've got the perfect remedy to keep someone like you fit as a fiddle. Huh? What kind of remedy?
Yeah.
Actually, I do this myself every morning. You just strip down to your waist, then take a dry towel and start rubbing it down your bare skin. I call it,
Huh?
what do I call it again? A way to keep healthy by stripping down and rubbing a towel across your skin. Towel treatment? Is it something like towel treatment?
You got it.
Oh my god, yeah, that's it! I love going out on my apartment balcony, stripping down, feeling the wind on my skin. God, it feels so amazing. I never let a morning pass without getting in a good rub down. Wait, so you went out on your balcony and just stripped down? And you were okay with that? You should give it a try. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything. I'd hate to see you catch a cold or something. Makoto has a cold right now. After being introduced to a unique sickness prevention method, I went back to my room. I'm getting the chills. Do what Hina said. Rub yourself down with a towel. I feel kinda dizzy. Makoto, the towel treatment! I can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. Well, based on today, Makoto woke up, felt sick, went to breakfast, hung out with Byakuya, who psychologically tormented him in his failed attempts at seduction, went swimming with Hina, got told, hey, rub yourself down with a towel to not get sick, and now Makoto's gonna pass out in bed. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say, I was restless. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. Hey Makoto, you remember to lock your bedroom door, right? And with the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. It's...
I understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Huh? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here.
Makoto, you good?
My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Makoto, remember how I asked if you had remembered to lock your bedroom door? This is why. This is why you lock your bedroom door, Makoto! Oh, God.
Kykoko? What the... What did you... What did you say?
Just go back to sleep, Makoto. It's fine. Sleep off the attempted murder. Oh god, there's a bird in here now, too. Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing for those unchanging, unending happy days. Days of boredom, repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal. Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine!
Makoto, wake up!
Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Makoto! Makoto, you good? It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught, either. It was also the dream I'd had. Oh, that wasn't a dream, buddy. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then... all of a sudden, I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. They were holding the knife that you were supposed to watch, Makoto. You had one job. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember, Kykoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Let's go meet the others. Is there any way to confirm if it was really a dream or not? Oh yeah, check if your knife is still here, my guy. I opened the desk drawer and... huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Yeah, someone stole your knife, my guy. Wait, nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... the knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? Makoto, you're literally in a death game. People attack each other all the time. Like, so many people are dead right now. And who was that behind the mask? Well, I don't know. Remember how Kykoko kept going on about Mukuro Ikusaba, the secret student? And why was Kykoko? What the hell is going on? don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. This isn't even the first time that masked person attacked you, Makoto. Well, granted, you didn't look behind you to see them the first time it happened, so you don't know who that was, but still, probably the mastermind. I should head to the dining hall. Then I can talk to everyone else about it. Let's run. Hina!
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto! Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina! You really had me worried, you know? What happened to you last night? Worried? Makoto, you didn't show up to dinner!
Yeah,
right after nighttime we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought you'd been, you know. Not that that actually happened. Nobody here would wanna, you know, kill each other. So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else. So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come to get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry, I'll meet you there. The gym? Everyone's in the gym? To the gymnasium. Run, Makoto! Run! Run as fast as your short little legs can carry you. There he is!
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto.
This is worse than being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral, all at once. How does a person be late to their own funeral, Hero?
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed. Just like Hina said, everyone was there besides Kykoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was, what the? Before I could catch myself, I cried out. Oh, that's definitely breaking some school rules. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma.
What are you doing?
It's fine. This is fine.
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling?
It's fine. This is fine.
But that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
I love how Byakuya looks so genuinely happy right now. Like, this is the happiest I've ever seen Byakuya in the entirety of this game. He is so thrilled.
Yeah, that's right.
She's not even phased.
Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but what is this? What are you guys doing? Hero, explain. Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, cause that's how much I like ya. Byakuya found this little fella laying around, and we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything!
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. and I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still, Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius. A chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote-controlled toy. Who had enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down...
So in other words...
Then maybe something happened to his puppeteer. The mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master, they ran away into terror.
Could it be...
Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right? With the exact same wine glass.
Hey.
Hey, guys. I don't think now's a good time for light conversation.
You know?
I just found something. What is it? Oh, that's a bomb. It's...
Huh?
It's what? It's a bomb. A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb? That's super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off.
What?
Motion sensors? For serious? I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't ya? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. You're not fine. You're all Oh, I probably should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever. Just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging on to it's not going to do anyone any good. Hey, I have an idea. Guys, I have an idea on how to get out of this school. You take the bomb. You activate the motion sensor. You throw it in front of the door. Boom. Hole in the wall. Escape secured. We all leave into the sunset. Oh yeah, good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hero put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at the moment. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? What could that have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto. Huh?
Hey.
Don't us. Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead animal? Sorry. We were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? Piss on him! absolute confidence that I had when I said that, followed by immediate regret. And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself.
What the heck?
Go on, live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right, I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
Okay then, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, Master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man, and I can do this. I've got all the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Let's go! Let's go! It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear the door off its hinges.
Huh?
Wait, but the rules say, fuck the rules! We piss on them! We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore.
But
But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So, in other words,
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
hey,
Okay, sure, but
what?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. So beautiful!
I mean,
For serious?
what the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down. Everyone, pick Hero up and use his head as a battering ram.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Just kick it in. Just fucking kick it in. It'll be like something out of TV. Then we'll need to study something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed.
oh, so then.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe.
I see.
Interesting. That could well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
What?
That's straight up unreasonable. Hi, by myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long, and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable! With that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants.
Hey,
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey.
Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all flubber... What? I'm totally flabber...
What?
Fap sauce? Oh, God, no.
What?
Gross! Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill? Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appear.
Hello! It's the wondrous, murderous feed, here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe. Seeping imbecile? Oh, master, you wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose.
Huh?
Seriously, though, did you just really forget about the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness that I find difficult to tolerate.
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe? All right, we've solved the mystery. That means there's just one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep, now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
What are you talking about? Did you already forget that what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You've gotta be kidding.
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What did you find? Coo or puss?
You SOB.
Did you hear me? It said corpse. A corpse?
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. You found a corpse in the garden.
What did you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears that we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay? As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... Yep, that's a corpse. I saw someone laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead? For sure, but... Who is it? Just to make things clear. Last night, I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was now, they're... I don't know why, but now they're lying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here!
No way.
Are they really dead? Is this really a dead body? Oh, my dog's barking. I have to go see what she's barking at. Okay, I'm back.
What?
You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. We need to find out who this actually is. But there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. And the white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. Why the boots? The victim is a total mystery. But one thing I do know, those are Junko's boots. Is that whoever this is, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating. They're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to that knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least.
Huh?
How can you tell? Well, I think I can see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. Yeah, the more I look at it, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay then! Let's just tear the mask clean off!
Come on.
Wait, don't! By the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out towards the mask. Dude, this isn't Toko, it's Jill right now. Tell them apart. And in the next instant... Jill! There was a blinding light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, it blew up, it blew up, it blew up. Oh God, Jill! My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then...
Come on.
Hurry up, put out the fire. Someone make sure Jill's still alive. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of it. What the hell, man? It exploded!
What did you say?
I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. And now the body.
What?
It's burnt to a crisp. That's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. And now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was? Who isn't here right now? Huh?
What?
If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kykoko. Kykoko? Then that dead body is Kykoko? No, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kykoko. I don't think Kykoko wore boots like that. But I mean, who else? There is one other person.
In other words...
The mastermind. What?
What?
The mastermind?
What the heck?
Come on, there's no way. The mastermind got char-boiled? Seriously? Get serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have a reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if the mastermind is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, banana! I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? Another banana! So that same person may an apple this time. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now.
What the heck?
He said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then, could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kykoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak.
What?
What are you talking about? The other day, Kykoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school.
What?
I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kykoko told me was...
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It sounded like Kykoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have any proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right.
I see.
There's another student here, and it's a female. That would match the body's characteristics.
So,
And that phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, you know?
Could it be...
Okay, so the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair. But if she's been hiding here at the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burnt to a crisp?
What the heck?
None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die. I think we'd better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out who exactly it is. Hey, wait!
What?
Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Oh shit, yeah.
What?
Yeah, she totally got blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Oh. You good, girl? Oh, she survived! Oh, she survived. What just happened, Master?
Stop talking.
You declared for the whole world to hear that you would never again inhale a singular molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. How are you a best-selling author? Oh yeah, people love smut. That explains it.
What the heck?
This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. I should take a close look at the body one more time.
so,
Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I don't plan on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kykoko after all. There's something next to the body. It's a key. Is this what Kykoko took from Monokuma? But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. A key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. Then this key is...
What?
What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then. Makoto, I'm going to give you a very important task. Huh?
I see.
That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean
So in other words...
the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, the dorm rooms on the second floor. It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now. I was not done looking at the body. Okay, let's go check the biolab. We gotta go find what room this opens. The biolab was definitely locked before. When I went to put the key I found in the garden, the key isn't even close to fitting. Okay, so it doesn't go there. You know, it's not like the rest of you guys do much to solve these cases. It's usually just Makoto and Kykoko. And Kyoko's not here right now, so... The headmaster's rooms was locked before. The key won't go in. The door to the data center. It fits! This is the key to the data center. I managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. So you're back. How'd it go? I found out which room the key goes to. It's to the data center, down on the 4th floor. Then can we get back into the data center now?
I see.
Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. Yeah, I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. Hey, so when you open that door, there's not going to be another big kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. What?
In other words...
It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. Look, it's a thin line between trusting a person and just using a person, Makoto. A very thin line. I opened the door. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened it. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up till now were strange, but this room had a specific kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread.
What?
Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look at what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. This is...
What?
It's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school feed back into this room. They're displayed here on these monitors.
So that's it.
So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is
It's all clear now.
the mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the mastermind was here, watching us. Then I think that settles it. Huh? The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the mastermind.
Huh?
Then the mastermind is dead. Like, really dead. It would seem so.
What?
For serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. The mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Because, I mean, that body. What happened? They obviously didn't die a natural death. So who was it? But if the mastermind really is dead, then that means we can finally get out of this hellhole.
How about that?
We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on.
That's enough.
No, we have to check this area thoroughly first. Huh? But what about an exit? If the mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the mastermind was obviously murdered.
What?
Murdered? So you think so too, huh?
Naturally.
Naturally. The state of the corpse makes it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The mastermind was murdered.
But
Why's it gotta be that way? I mean, who could have even done that?
Such ignorance.
That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the mastermind.
I'm telling you.
Now do you understand, you useless insect? You're banned from talking to Master ever again! The mastermind's purpose and why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Okay then, let us begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the mastermind. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop alter ego is installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what? We can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? The mastermind must have been using these monitors to monitor the network. An alter ego. You may well be right about that.
What?
But there's no point in thinking about it now. You're right. This door is kind of creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door is locked, huh? What if you use the key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope, no good. It won't even fit the keyhole. Aw.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. The mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. I can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't going to do me any good. Hina's right. The mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Okay, yeah, hold on to that. There's a really ridiculous number of monitors on it. And the mastermind's been using all of them to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master Go. It's like a feast for the eyes. Oh God, Toko. How much is the monthly membership? No matter when, no matter where, surveillance cameras are following our every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. How many cameras does this place have anyway? There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look, next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna?
how about that?
It is! It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook up that antenna, we could watch TV? Huh? Did someone say TV?
You know?
Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Huh? Are you talking about me?
Okay.
Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on, come on!
You know?
You're all starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic. And you'll be the quantum leaping your way into TV land before you know it. I mean, I get the reference, but what's he talking about?
You know?
Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I think I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on,
What?
then do it. Freaking idiot mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets of the outside world. and they were sitting here watching TV the whole time. They really thought they could get away with it. This is... It's the feed from the surveillance camera monitoring the room, isn't it?
What the heck?
Huh, that's weird.
Come on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Huh?
That's really weird. You're weird! Weird in every possible way! And not just weird, super weird! But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed?
Well...
Did you try changing the channel?
Um...
Oh, good idea. Let's give it a try. Hiro went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was live feed of us standing there in the data center.
What the heck?
What the heck? Is it broken or something?
Could it be...
No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? Oh god, you're still alive.
Actually...
I'm not sure, but... Huh?
Hmm?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
Huh?
What?
What?
What? They're freaking wild, you bastards! Monokuma? You're supposed to be dead! Me? Dead? Don't be freaking stupid!
What?
Hey, you're acting strange. Something seems different.
Of course.
Of course I'm different! Evolution is perfectly natural! After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already! Not even. It's been like a day and a half at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it! The look on your faces right now is sublime! That's what I wanted to see! The moment you went from hope to despair! Don't tell me you pretended to be dead, all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear! I mean, that's totally laughable! It makes me laugh! I'm gonna laugh now! Ah ha ha ha!
Well now.
And that's that!
Shing!
Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope and begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. You can't be serious. We have to keep going?
Let me out.
No, we're supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here?
Unbelievable.
How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides,
Yep.
this life isn't all bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair?
Well now.
Phew, I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll just get to the point now. The point?
Hey,
You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed, that TV is an essential part of your school life here.
What?
I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind.
What the heck?
But I connected the antenna, so why is it just showing us the surveillance feed? Look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. The TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna.
Huh?
Huh? What does that mean?
What the heck?
It's displaying the signal, but it's just us standing here.
unbelievable.
Ah, you're so stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you.
Thrills, chills, kills.
This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What?
Extreme.
The killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. It doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even I understood the words. I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning.
Huh?
What? Live they taken over the airways somehow?
Oh no!
The camera feed is being broadcast? No way. That's impossible.
Phew.
What kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system? You know that? All you need is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airways is easy mode. Are you being serious right now?
Of course.
I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan.
Hey,
Everything has meaning, you know? All those hints I gave you, all those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they'd never seen before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best despair entertainment.
What are you saying?
You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Yeah, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come rescue us.
actually,
What if they already did? Huh?
yes indeed.
But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but what would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so
This
whatever.
can't be.
But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resources. Yep, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What?
Of course.
Yeah, duh. There's the business of...
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Huh? Class trial, do you mean?
It's the
I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it all you've got, okay?
heart-pounding excitement.
Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All that we were left with was despair. I'm going to take a quick break and then I'll be right back. Okay, I just had 4 fruit by the foot for lunch and I'm on a sugar rush. Let's solve this fucking murder, gang! Woo! It's gonna get weird! We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I had just to keep myself standing upright. I don't understand any of this. What's Despair Entertainment? And how is he still alive?
I'm sick of this.
I thought that finally, we could get out of here. And plus, he did say about the class trial. Is anyone else shaking right now? Is it just me?
Stop talking.
Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, we have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kykoko. What?
What the heck?
What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kykoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is still alive and active, that means that the mastermind Mukuro Ikusaba isn't dead. So naturally, that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kykoko. There is no other possibility. Kykoko doesn't wear boots like that, though. Like, Byakuya, weren't you paying attention? Kykoko doesn't wear boots like that. Listen to me. Listen to me, Byakuya! The body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. Oh my fucking god, Makoto. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Quiet.
Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth for yourself. Myself? Anyway, we'd better begin. But if we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer...
That's right.
Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. Wait, so you're saying one of us killed Kykoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. Huh? But you just said...
Stop talking.
I don't have time to explain now. There is a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That's how this game works, after all. Fuck yeah, investigation, let's go! Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed by a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even the Monokuma file doesn't tell us who the victim actually was. The unidentified body. Could it really be Kykoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to get back to the scene of the crime. Back to the garden. Let's go! Let me at that corpse! Okay, time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. If I check the body more thoroughly, maybe I'll find out for sure if it's Kykoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about the body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. Fake nails have been added to the truth bullets. There's also something on the back of her hand. Is this a tattoo? It got burned, so I can't make out the whole thing, but it looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? Dude, the sprinklers! Time of death! The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire and I threw water on it. Since then, I only threw water on the part that was on the fire. The top half. The bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? Step away from the dead body. The knife! There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife. It looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it! It's the knife that the person was holding. This is getting really weird. There's just too many strange coincidences. Whoever that person in the mask was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And the same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe the masked person got stabbed because... The masked person that stabbed you doesn't have the tattoo, though, and also doesn't have the press-on nails. When they attacked, I was kind of in a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. And maybe then Makoto, you did not stab someone and hide the body like this. Dear God. And if this really is Kykoko, it would mean Kykoko was the one who attacked me. But why the mask? I just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. No, it can't be. There's no way. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I have to double check that later. Just to be sure, I should take a look in the tool shed. This room is dusty and disorganized. Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? I should probably look into that. It could be related to the case. The top is wet and covered in mud and grime, but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. One side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's one thing in here that concerns me. This is the panel that controls the sprinklers. It's set to 7:30. Huh, hold on. So the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinklers should have gotten it wet, which would mean that the murder must have taken place. I remember one time there were some chickens in the coop. We're missing a chicken! I count 4 chickens. Huh? 4?
Yo.
What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in here? Of course there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. Huh? What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. That's so weird. I wonder when it disappeared. There is just a chicken roaming around this school.
But...
I was down here before nighttime last night, and there was definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world.
Conspiracy!
It's like a jigsaw puzzle. If even a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Maybe Hina ate it. Hina, did you eat the chicken? Listen, Makoto, do you remember how the body looked, before it blew up? If I remember right. It was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Also, there was a knife sticking out of the stomach, and the area around it was stained with blood. Apparently, the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said not to touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for now, the blood there on the body, I didn't see any on the ground around it.
Okay.
Wow, thanks. That was a big help. Now that you explained it, I totally remember how it looked. Well, having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot better, too. So thank you, too. Toka, are you still good after getting blown up earlier? So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. Good timing, Makoto. I wanted to talk to you. What do you want to talk about?
So, in other words,
I'd like to hear your alibi. I was asleep. I was asleep in my bed like a sleepy boy. I did nothing wrong. No. Alibi?
in other words,
Correct. I would love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. Well, I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking me about that now? And what's nighttime got to do with it?
naturally.
Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden these last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here.
In other words,
So the murder could have only taken place at some point during nighttime, after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all four of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kykoko. Well, what about that brief window of time in the morning when you sent Hina to get breakfast?
that's right.
And if the victim really is Kykoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well.
What?
But you never came to the door. So where, precisely, were you? I was in bed! I was wrapped up in my blanket burrito, innocent as could be. I'm telling the truth. I was in my room, but I was dead asleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and?
For serious?
Oh, well, I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? I should look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock, as usual, and I headed for the dining hall pretty soon. Once I got there, I met up with Hina. That was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym, where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to go get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? Now then, Toko, what time's it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot right now. That's right. It had to have been right around 9 o'clock.
You know?
Now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. Okay, my job's done. But you didn't do anything. Tuxedo Mask, come back! That's a pretty small job. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. There's somewhere I need to go in order to confirm my suspicions. And I still need to find out more about Kykoko. Is that corpse really Kykoko? If that's true... Was that also Kykoko who attacked me last night? If I could find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kykoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'll be able to find out more. But the key to her room...
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
What?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. I don't have a choice. I'll have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all.
What?
Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see.
Bye.
Depending on my mood, I may go with you, or I may not. Come back later, huh? Okay then, in the meantime, I should look around somewhere else. To the gym! Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it would be here.
You know?
I just found something. What was it? It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure of it. A bomb? And that bomb went missing. There's no doubt about that. The fragments I found in the garden... Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All that's left now is Kyoko's room. I should head back to the garden and ask Byakuya. You think you can go soon, Byakuya?
Let's go.
You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Wait for me! Byakuya walked out without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and slid it into the keyhole, and then... It's open. Looks like it. Thanks. Byakuya, it's what you've been dreaming of. You're alone in a room with Makoto in a bed. So this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration.
What?
What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's possibly a key. The lockers to those really traditional public bathhouses use them in their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. Yeah, Byakuya doesn't associate with anyone that isn't obscenely rich.
It's certainly possible.
But if it is a key, I think I might know what it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure I saw something in the dojo that this might go to. The dojo?
Such.
Hey, I think it would be wise to look around a bit more. Oh, God. Here's her bed. I don't see anything interesting here. There's a camera, whatever. Here's the bathroom. She might have certain articles hanging out to dry. I'd better not look inside.
What?
You wanted to come here, right?
Come on.
You can't be serious. That's what made you take me time out of my search to come here? Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us more direction. More concrete. Oh, I know. Kykoko gave you the letter. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. Found it. What's in that envelope? Kykoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it.
Interesting.
Well, something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. I opened my envelope and looked inside. It was a single piece of paper. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there? Yeah, it looks like it. Under the sheets. Check the bed again. But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted up the sheets... What's this? I found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuro Ukusaba.
I see.
It appears to be Mukuro Ukusaba's profile. Yeah, looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kykoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you, it was a key and blank, that's it! This must be the blank that Monokuma was talking about. Kykoko said a death without meaning was unappealing, and this is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. I made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group, known as Fenrir, for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. The Ultimate Soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's nonfiction and the other is sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That's how I saw things as just an ordinary person, but then...
I see.
I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. Huh? You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses. They always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard says that Fenrir has already...
Found it!
Woo! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player, and a bit player is becoming our hero! It's you!
What?
What have you got in your pretty little hand there?
What?
Uh-oh! You found her profile? So what if we did?
Hey!
Don't freak out on me!
Now.
I'm not gonna hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kykoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out there and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivores, you know.
What?
Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am! A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well?
Of course!
Absolutely! I can't have you complaining about how unfair it all is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting? It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever actually told you how many participants there actually were probably clarify that.
Hey,
When you all first got together in the main hallway, back then there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led to a little misunderstanding amongst you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying...
in other words...
That's right! There weren't actually 15 of you!
Yes,
The
indeed!
total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16! 16? Then...
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Again with this flashback.
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
We're always getting this
The
flashback.
one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is...
Why?
Huh?
Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. And since I've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want to wake up to a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know.
Yes, indeed!
Makes sense?
Well now,
Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm gonna share a little secret with ya. Seriously?
hey,
You know how she wears those stupid gloves day in and day out all the time? Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section. Kykoko wears gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand... That tattoo... Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? And that's why Kykoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... Those fake nails on that corpse. Are you thinking about Kykoko again? Huh?
What?
Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. His trap?
Such ignorance.
God must have really hated you to make you so dull. God, the writers, take your pick. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here.
That's right.
Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules to the game. But why would he tell us that? And why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. But the mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Mukuro is related to the case?
It's certainly possible.
Perhaps she's the one that killed Kykoko. What? That would explain why we have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kykoko? Anyone should be able to come to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began.
What?
But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind.
It's all clear now.
Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. Huh? What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? That's a good point.
So, in other words,
Mukuro giving us information would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you said it, it definitely does seem possible. But if that's really true, if Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places that in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo are really connected.
Let's go.
Well, are you coming? There are wooden lockers here. They use wooden keys. Looks like the one we found in Kyko's room really goes to one of these lockers.
I see.
Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right?
Very strange.
That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at the moment. You understand what that means, right? I should probably use the key we found on that locker.
That's right.
Well, just try it. Okay. I took out the wood block key and inserted it into the metal lock. The locker eagerly accepted the key. There are arrows in here. It looks like 10 arrows in total. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what this was used for. Is that a blood stain?
I see.
If it is, then that means it must be related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow? But how could it possibly be involved? I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Is something wrong?
Very strange.
It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room?
Why?
Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on. We need to continue on to the next location. Huh? What next location?
What?
There's still something we need to look into. We need to do more research on Fenrir. Fenrir? You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? But how are we supposed to find out about that? Isn't it obvious? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? Research. Are you talking about the archive? That's right. The archive has all kinds of info the general public doesn't have access to.
Go.
We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand, and went straight to a shelf in the back. Here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand.
I see.
Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? I'm pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Well, whatever. I'll read it for you. But I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets they'd acquired. Some, however, believe that there was a mounting internal tension within the group and they simply imploded.
What?
What is it? This all just really sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality. The only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't that much different from our lives here. An unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it, the report said something about where the name of Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean? Time's up.
Time is utterly silent, and yet it constantly assaults us organisms, the Earth, natural phenomena. It damages us little by little until the end. You should really think about that. Anyway, it's time to begin the class trial. So, please meet up in the usual spot. See you later.
Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial.
That's right.
It would seem that way. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna save here. And we will play more Danganronpa next week. Wednesday night, I'll be streaming Persona 5 Royal at 7. And I'll be playing more Danganronpa Saturday and Sunday at 12. Until next time, show's over!